Hello? And now you bow down to me and kiss my feet. Ho, 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 ho. I'm gay. I will never leave because diamonds are forever. And so is Axxl Afriku. Yeah.
The mental decay that you just witnessed is the first ever video I saw by a YouTuber by the name of Axxl Afriku, or Megastar Axxl. So about a week or so ago, a friend of mine sent me a link to this video called Toenail Gender Reveal. Upon opening this video, I was fucking blown away. This is probably the most spastic video that I have ever seen in my life. Like, you have this man sitting in front of a camera in his room in what appears to be like an Octodad cosplay, having what can only be described as like a full-scale autistic breakdown ho, 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 about the gender of his toenails. And let me tell you, this video made me laugh my ass off. You guys probably think I'm like playing it up for the video, but I swear to God, I was actually like rafflecoptering at this video on my ass for like 5 minutes. Like, I can't remember a time I've actually laughed at a YouTube video harder since I was like 10. So naturally I asked my friend, where the fuck did you find this? What is this? And it was in that moment that I fell into the Axxl rabbit hole, into a lore with heroes, villains, tragedy, romance, and a whole lot of autism. Axxl is a German YouTuber who makes videos where essentially he gets in front of his camera, puts a costume on, and has a full-scale mental breakdown. Axxl has consistently been making videos since 2014, so let's take it way back to the early days of Axxl. Before all the bells and whistles, before the high-budget costumes and the fancy camera equipment, back when all he really needed to do was make a shitty paper mask and not take his meds for a few weeks to make a hit. Axxl created his channel in 2013, but his first actual video wouldn't come until late 2014, with the video Mein erstes Video mit Maske. My bad for butchering the pronunciation, I don't speak German, but in English that translates to my first video with a mask. I've seen a couple different commentary videos about Axxl in which they reference him having like early gaming videos, but from what I can tell, he's erased all of these videos from the internet, so I'm just gonna start with what he has up. In this era of his content, he was basically doing the same thing he does now, just like significantly toned down. You know, today we might get a video where he tells his fans to worship his feet.
Oh, and one more thing. Kiss my feet.
Back then, he would do a video where it's like a fake snake prank or something.
Besseres als diese ganzen Fake Pranks.
In all of his old videos, he'd put on a mask made out of printer paper. In every video, it'd be a new mask with a different design on the front of it. Oftentimes, he would also like stick toilet paper behind the mask so it's like flowing out in front of his face. And then on top of that, he also had like a variety of props he would use, like a fake afro or a Viking helmet or stuff like that. All of these videos are also either filmed in his house or in some like undisclosed hyperborean expanse in the middle of rural Germany. As I'm sure you can tell by now, all of his early videos were in German, which is a language, like I said, I don't speak or know anyone who speaks it, so it is a little bit up in the air as to what these videos are actually about. But from translating the titles and just observing what's going on screen, I can assume that these videos were not all that different from what he makes now. On his channel, he has a playlist of 6 of his German videos that are decidedly so important that they need to be subtitled in English. 4 of them are basically completely meaningless. There literally was no reason for them to be subtitled.
Das ist das schlimmste Schmerz, den ich je in meinem Leben.
The other 2 of them being videos that he recorded with his girlfriends. His relationship with these 2 is actually a pretty significant part of the lore, as I kid you not, he mentions them constantly. In fact, most of the people who know about Axxl know him because of his aggressive self-promotion, in which he will go into the comment section of popular videos, and then start replying to the top comments going on these schizo rambles, oftentimes about his supposed girlfriends. To this day, he still makes videos about these 2, despite the fact that they haven't actually physically appeared in one of his videos in years. Whenever he mentions them in videos now, This dude will literally just reuse clips from like the 3 times they hung out.
YouTube made a big decision a few days ago. They are getting rid of dislikes forever. And most people are disliking. Get it? Disliking? Disliking that decision. But not my 2 hot girlfriends. Why?
The girl on the left is named Jana Clar, and the girl on the right is named Annika Zion. Both of them run YouTube channels that are much more successful than Axl's is. Why they're connected to Axl, I honestly have no fucking idea. Jana is like a very normal blogger YouTuber who makes videos about like nature and eating healthy and all that type of stuff. And then Annika Zion makes videos where she reacts to reality television, I think.
Wie laut ist Hannah? Und anhand der Reaktion wird sich Bärchen auf jeden Fall verraten.
Ist auch eine sehr sympathische Situation, jemanden im Fernsehen dazu
Anyways, to any Axl worshippers out there watching this video, sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm pretty sure they're not actually his girlfriends. Why they made the few videos they did with him, I honestly can't tell you. There's a lot of theories out there that, you know, they're his sisters or they're related to him in some way, which I have my doubts about because, I mean, it would be quite the fucking coincidence if 3 siblings all were famous YouTubers. Plus, you'd think if they're all related and all ran YouTube channels, they would collab a lot more often than they do. So I kinda just assumed they linked up through YouTube somehow. Anyways, the Axl Dark Age, that being the time when he only spoke German, lasted from the birth of his channel to the end of 2017, when he made a video simply titled, "Too Angry to Speak German," in which he explains that he wanted one of his previous videos to get under 500 views, but it ended up getting more than 500 views. And this alone made him so blindly angry that he forgot how to speak his native tongue.
I am so angry. What you've done is unbelievable. I can't even put it into words.
After this, he made a couple more videos in German, but with his video titled "Stop Making Trash Videos or You're Next to Be Deleted," he permanently transitioned to speaking English. This video is one of his only videos that's even halfway coherent. In it, he goes on a rant for 3 minutes about how YouTube is his domain, and everybody on the platform except him is either so stupid they can't realize they're bad, or is gaslighting themselves into thinking they're good, but they deep down know they're just lying to themselves.
You are a bad representative of YouTube. Why do I care? Because YouTube is my yard. So don't put your shit on the internet.
From my perspective, what must have happened here is Axl realized that he is the chosen one to save YouTube, and for him to deliver us from mid, he would have to start speaking in the language of the masses. A couple videos later, he states that he's permanently lost the ability to speak German, and that we as his audience also need to start referring to him as the last king of Germany.
Take that German word and comment it. This is really simple, but it will help me to learn my language again. Because, it's quite useful being able to speak German when you are living in Germany. And I am living in Germany. I am the last king of Germany. That's what I call myself. And that's what you will call me too in the future.
One thing I noticed is around this point his masks start becoming more and more elaborate. And this time period is probably when Axl was putting the most effort into his videos. In the common era of Axl, which has lasted from 2018 to present day, he has consistently managed to upload a new video every week or two, amassing a total of 247 videos in English, which would be impossible to cover in one video, plus most of them aren't that significant, so I'll go over the most significant videos. His first video he uploaded after his video proclaiming himself unable to speak German is a video titled "The Next Step in Human Evolution," and in this video he does absolutely nothing but jump around screaming in an empty room. I think the commenter Catholic Controversy put it best. We're living in the present when Axl is living in 2050. We can't comprehend what he's trying to tell us yet. In the video after that, he declares that he's going to be starting a singing career.
I will be a singer. But not with this mic, no. With a real microphone. I will revolutionize the music industry.
and immediately followed it up with his first music video titled I Am the Greatest. His music has a really futuristic and avant-garde style. You know, I can really see the Reddit-core influences in it. Hey, if you're a fan of the Death Grips, it's probably right up your alley. Now look, normally I'd tell you guys to mentally prepare yourselves for what you're about to see, but judging by the fact that you made it this far into the video, you're probably already insane, so I guess just feast your eyes.
I am the greatest! The greatest!
He dropped a couple of songs after this, but I don't think any of them really lived up to the hype of this song, so they're not really worth mentioning. On September 3rd, 2018, he dropped the video called Saying I'm Ugly 1 Million Times, in which he says the sentence, saying I'm ugly 1 million times, once.
I'm ugly 1 million times.
And then proceeds to loop a clip of him kicking and screaming for 21 whole minutes. The only reason this video holds any significance is because it's laying down the groundwork for one of his future bits. One of his many titles is The Unprettiest Being on Earth. In lore, this is the assumed reason he keeps his face covered at all times. I assume his unprettiness, as he calls it, is like beyond the scope of human understanding or something. Because in one of his videos in the Girlfriend Saga, he goes up to them without his mask on.
Hallo meine süßen Schwäne.
Oh mein Gott, Axel, warum hast du keine Maske auf? Wir haben doch ausgemacht, dass du nie ohne Maske rumläufst. Willst du? Mein Gott, wie soll ich jetzt noch mit dir zusammenbleiben? Wie soll ich jetzt noch in Ruhe schlafen können, Mann? Das war das Ekligste, was ich jemals gesehen habe. Wir hatten eine Abmachung. Oh mein Gott, Axel, was tust du uns an? Wir hatten eine Abmachung.
I mean, think about it this way. If they're able to tolerate all of his shenanigans, and then him taking his mask off was the deal breaker for them, he must have a really fucked up mug. On April 28th of 2019, he dropped his final video wearing a paper mask, titled Man Has Sex with a Computer. And you guessed it, he grabs his laptop and he starts dry humping it while making monkey sounds. After this video came out, he took a 9-month hiatus, and wouldn't make his return until January of 2020 when he released the video, I Was Sick in the Head.
This is YouTube megastar Axxl Afriku. You thought I had retired from making wonderful videos for all of you? Think again, bitch! I will never leave because diamonds are forever. And so is Axxl Afriku. Yeah.
He says that he had to take a break from YouTube because of his poor mental health, but now everything is amazing and he overcame his mental challenges. Now this is when things become really interesting to me. Contrary to his statement about fixing his mental health, all of his videos from this point moving forward are significantly more deranged. I think maybe what he was getting at is that his mental challenges overcame him. In all of his videos after this, he starts wearing his now iconic fox mask, and he also gradually makes the switch to always wearing his high visibility jacket, and also introduces us to the room that all of his future videos will be filmed in. Also, I think this is the first video where he starts doing one of his more notable tics. Said tic being that during his rambles, he'll start playing the air guitar for some reason.
I was sick in the head.
2 videos later, we got the absolute banger, ripping my huge penis off. Another one of Axl's character traits, if you want to call him that, is that he has a monstrously large penis. In fact, he runs a Twitter account called Sir Axxl, in which he almost exclusively posts about how big his dick is. Let me give you guys a quick reading of some of my favorite tweets from this account. Ripping my cock off could end world hunger. Life is about bullying people with small penis. My cock is small. April Fools. There are some other running gags that I feel are important to mention. There's this kind of like running theme that Axxl is secretly gay and is in denial about it. He has made many videos where he refutes claims that he's secretly gay. He even went as far as to upload a video on Odyssey, which, if you don't know, is like a video sharing service that's like a little bit more lenient on edgy content than YouTube is, called Watching Fucking Gay Porn. I really doubt that YouTube would let me play this video in its entirety, so allow me to describe it for you. Basically, in this video, he stares at his phone while the audio to extremely graphic and loud gay porn plays. And he repeats to himself over and over, I'm not gay. Another one of these kind of running gags is that he has some strange fixation with his feet. In particular, his toenails, and how he's never gonna cut them.
I want to cut my toenails! Cut my toenails! Cut my toenails! Never! Cut my toenails! I am the feet YouTuber. Cut my toenails! Cut my toenails!
But of course, they're still not as long as his cock. Now, let me be honest with you guys here for a second. A very large portion of Axl's content is utterly nonsensical. His level of insanity fluctuates so much from video to video that it kind of leads to like 70% of his videos being pretty skippable. And I'm not going to spend hours trying to summarize all of them. So let's change our focus for a second and look at his channel as a whole. If you go under his community tab, he posts a lot of really mundane polls. For example, do you know what 24/7 means? Yes or no? Do you like Drake? Yes or no? Do you like video games or music more? His goal with this, nobody knows. Most likely he's just doing this to seem more unpredictable. If you go under his channels page, he has 4 channels listed. The first 2 being the channels of his 2 girlfriends. The third is a channel called Harhoon, which is a German channel that I think makes meme videos. I honestly can't tell.
Ich freue mich an erster Stelle einfach für Mehmet, Digga.
My assumption here as to why Axl has him under his channels page when they seemingly have no relation to each other is that this is actually Axl's favorite YouTube channel, and I mean, when you take a look at his schizo-ass thumbnails, it really should come as no surprise as to why this would appeal to a mind like Axl's.
Ho, ho.
The only interaction I can find between them is when Harhoon left this comment on one of Axl's videos. So, I don't know, go fucking like the comment if you want chicken or something, I guess. The fourth featured channel is Death Gamer Nico, who is Axl's #1 worshiper and his self-proclaimed second-in-command. He comments under almost all of Axl's videos, and will vehemently defend him in his comment section, and gets especially upset when people misspell Axl's name. Even when people forget to capitalize the A, and Axl will start correcting them. There is really nothing Nico won't say or do for Axl. I remember specifically one video. I think the video was called like Kiss My Feet or something. And Nico left a comment saying that Axl had the GFOAT, which I assume means the greatest feat of all time. His channel mostly consists of incredibly mundane shit. Like in one video he's showing off his map of Germany, and the next one he's showing off his coin collection. On rare occasion he will make some kind of Axl-esque videos. Like he'll get on camera with a mask on and go on a rant, or he'll make videos where he makes inanimate objects battle. He also has a pretty notable feud with a YouTuber by the name of Smegma, who will oftentimes go to Axl's videos just to fuck with Nico in the comment section. Occasionally he will make fun of Axl a little bit, but for the most part he goes into Axl's comment section just to find Nico's comments worshipping him, and then reply by simply saying hilarious. There's a bit of a conspiracy theory in the community that Axl and Death Gamer Nico are actually the same person, and that Death Gamer Nico is just one of Axl's alt accounts. But this is pretty easy to dispel because Axl actually revealed in one of his early videos that he has blonde hair, and as you can clearly see, Death Gamer Nico has black hair. After Nico, Axl's third in command is this guy. Now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this one, but in English his name would be Agalos Godzaias. Upon Axl's many worshippers, he is the second most pious behind Death Gamer Nico, and he has dedicated his entire channel, possibly even his entire life, to worshipping Axl. Now, with all of this information I've compiled, what is there to make of this? What is Axl's intention with these videos? Why has he chosen to spend years of his life doing this shit? Is this all footage of a man who's actually lost his mind, or is this just one big elaborate troll? Most of the videos I've seen about Axl seem to think that he's actually criminally insane, and that at no level is this a troll at all. And I don't think so. Like, I get it, I do. It makes a good story. Like, it's a funny thought to imagine that some, like, insane asylum escapee has managed to develop a dedicated YouTube following through doing nothing but just, like, cataloging his insanity. But let's be real here, that could never happen. Like, do me a favor here, take a second, close your eyes, and imagine all of the babbling lunatics you've ever seen in your life. I don't know about you, but all of the ones I've seen either live on the sidewalk or were immediately 5150 by their family members or friends. Does that mean that I think Axl is like a totally normal guy? No, not at all. But the fact that he's consistently stayed in character and regularly uploaded over the years should show you that there is some level of deliberation to what he's doing. A level of deliberation that I don't think anyone who is truly out of their mind could actually pull off. Take this for example. He makes an active effort to conceal his identity, right? He doesn't want his real life and his online life colliding. He doesn't want people to know who he is. He doesn't want people to find out who he is. Now ask yourself this. Would someone who's actually completely out of their mind be worried about their digital footprint? So as much as it might disappoint some of you out there, Axxl is a troll as far as I'm concerned. Am I disappointed by this? Do I think he's wrong for it? No. Actually, quite the opposite. I commend him for it. Like, to play a bit for 7 fucking years of your life and never break character, there is not that many people who could pull that off. He's not making videos for some end game like money or fame. He's just enjoying getting in front of the camera and letting some of his autism out. And I mean, hey, at the end of the day, isn't that what the true spirit of YouTube really is? Yo, I just want to give a big shout out to my friend James real quick for helping me with this video. I'm going to put his Instagram down in the description, so go check it out if you want to. He posts some interesting shit. If you've seen any of my gaming videos or the Rated Xmas video, you might already be familiar with him in some regard.
My name is Trevor Cornelius.
He's the guy who actually initially sent me the link to the Axxl video and helped me do a big part of the research for this. So hey, big thanks to you, my boy. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, worship my putrid feet if you feel so inclined. Hey, and like Axxl always says, don't dislike this video.
Do not dislike this video.
Never!
Do subscribe.